Level Up Single Mom, I have to go. I'm going to be on live right now. I actually started the live, so I'm going to leave right now. I'm live right now. Hey guys, I'm in the Discord. I just need to leave. I'm going to. Wow. Bye. Bye, guys. I will come back and help you all with all those issues you brought up. I'll come back with that in a minute. Bye. Hey, guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Theme of Influence. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? I want to apologize for being late. I was in the I was in the Discord trying to really, engage. I was trying to help some people in the Discord, so I'm so sorry. So two things. One, sorry I'm late. That's one thing. Separately, I was in the Discord, right? Do with that mentally what you will. All right. We don't have a lot of time. We do not have a lot of time. we don't we don't have a lot of time. So we're gonna go through. Kendra G invited a man on, and everyone has told me that I needed to review this. And then I did review, well, I didn't review, but I watched the first time. Miss is that Magic says, thanks for covering this. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. We told him to leave numerous times. Yeah, they told me to leave and not come on YouTube tonight, but it's okay. That's fine. I'm here now, and I'm sorry that they're upset that I'm here, but I'm here. But I wanted to go over the Kendra G video. And this man came on Kendra G with his child. Apparently, he's been to prison. We don't know fully what is happening, but I'm going to pull it up and we're going to watch it together, react, react to it, and then engage. All right, cool, 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 cool. Go grab your coffee, your water, your tea. I have my Cersei tea ready. Go get something, and let's get into it. All right. I can't even keep up with myself. All right. So without further ado, because I watched part one already, I want to hurry up and get to part two, but we're going to watch part one just for people who haven't watched. All right.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Okay, what about now?
Are you looking for love?
Yeah, I'm terrible with this thing. Yeah, I'm definitely. Absolutely. What's happening?
Is this your child?
Absolutely. I don't take care of nobody else, kid.
How old is your kid?
She be 9 months next month.
You are the first man that came on with a baby in their hands.
Yeah, well, I'm a different kind of guy. All due respect, anybody who in queue probably gonna want to hang up because you ain't gonna be able to get to them. This interview gonna take a while.
The all new Kendra G sing.
All right. We have to be fair. Why does he have a child? I don't know. If the child is asleep, why don't you put that child to bed? There are so many questions that I have, but we're going to be fair. I think we do fair. Hey, London, by the way, I wanted to know if you want to join with some of the guys to do a review of adolescents. So the tea is piping hot. All right, so let's get into it.
Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now. Are we gonna take a while, me and you?
Yeah.
Well, let me say this.
Okay.
So why you not with the baby's mama?
Okay. Well, that's the mother of my child. I was in the streets and I was living a different life, and her mother, she decided that she wanted to do some other things, and we didn't quite see she thought she should do some other things, and she ended up doing them. So I had to make a choice. It was either let my daughter go to the system or keep her, and I've had her ever since she's been born.
Is the child's mother in jail?
No, she's not in jail. She's just living her life. She's not no bad person. She's just
Okay. So you have full-time custody of your child.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I keep my daughter. I don't need custody. I don't subscribe to that.
We're doing the full video. We're doing the full first video, and then we're gonna do the full second video. We're doing the full video because what I see is a mixed baby. I see a mixed baby. So it looks like his girlfriend, baby mama, dropped the child off and left. That's what it looked like. But again, we're not judging. I already watched this, so I want to judge, but I'm going to try to withhold my judgment.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I keep people don't tell me what to do. It's my daughter. They weren't there when I made her. Yeah, I take care of her.
Okay, so let me start. Let me get to know you. What's your name, sir?
What's happening? Kendra? Shout out to you for your success as well. I wanted to ask you several months ago. I should super chat you, and you stopped me from super chatting you, and I never knew why.
I don't remember. If I stopped you, there must have been a reason. But no offense. I can't remember. Child, you know how many people super chat, send DMs, names? I don't know. I have no idea.
So be it. But anyway, you know what I'm saying?
How do I say your name, sir?
AWESUM. You know what I'm saying?
How do I pronounce your name, sir?
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay.
That's correct.
So awesome. And how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 44. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 45 in May.
When's your birthday? What day?
Wait, is he in a shelter? Because I didn't want to make the judgment that he's in a shelter, but the back wall, that ain't. The back wall and the roof, like the roof does not look like an apartment or house or a condo or lot. Like it does look like a shelter situation.
May 3rd.
Okay, you're a Taurus too.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I guess.
Okay, if you don't believe in zodiacs, that's fine. Also, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm an industrialist. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm working at a pizza place.
You're an industrialist, but you work at a pizza place?
Yes.
What do you do at the pizza place?
I make pizzas. My dog Harvey hired me. Shout out to Harvey.
All right, you're a pizza maker. You're not trolling me. Everything you're telling me is true?
Kendra, I don't play no games.
Okay. So what would you say to the woman that's concerned that you have a 9-month-old baby?
I mean, that would be silly. You know what I'm saying? If she doesn't know a man when she's looking at one, then that'd be her loss. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking nobody to take care of my daughter. I provide for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I want her to have a mother. I want her to have a woman who's, who embodies the qualities that I'm looking for.
The man is making an honest living right now. I can't do this. I want to pretend like I haven't already watched the rest of this. And it is so difficult because I wish I hadn't watched any of this at all because I want to defend him right now and say the fact that he's doing an honest work. In truth, thus far what we know is that he has his daughter, he works at a pizza shop, and he needs to focus on the baby and giving his body time to heal like a real I actually know where this is going, and that's why hearing that he works at a pizza, he makes pizza, is wild. Because I know where this is going. We listen and we don't judge.
In order to pass good thoughts and good ideas and the things that I believe that are important for my daughter to have. So yeah, I'm doing that. I'll do that.
So do you want something serious, or you just want to date?
Absolutely. I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for the mother of my child. For sure.
So I will say then that she does have the right to be concerned if you have a 9-month-old baby, because she has to be willing to sign up to be the child's stepmother.
Well, I wouldn't say a stepmother, because you know what I mean. I really wouldn't subscribe to that. She would be her mother, even though she didn't come out of her. And besides, a woman is a nurturer to begin with. I've been playing the role, but I'm not really a nurturer. But that's not really my.
What is an industrialist? Go ask him. A woman is a nurturer when the mother of your child left that child with you. Are you sure? You are. It looks like you're nurturing that child perfectly well right now. You, a woman is a nurturer, but the white woman left the child.
My nature. You know what I'm saying? But I do it because that's what I've had to do. But I'm looking forward to having a solid black woman in my life who possesses the qualities that I'm looking for, that's been vetted. And you know what I mean? She can come along and, you know, raise her daughter.
He said he need a black woman to come raise her daughter. The black woman, is that the black woman's daughter? Maybe he meant black women are nurturers. Maybe he meant black women are, maybe what he really meant was, I have a mixed child and black women are nurturers, so black women come nurture your child.
And again, you're not trolling me. You're being completely honest.
Yeah, Kendra.
Okay, all right, let's keep going. So this is Awesome 44. He's an industrialist, but currently working at a pizza place.
Sure.
Is your only child?
No, you know what I'm saying? I got another daughter. Shout out to my baby Brooklyn, Daddy Lover. She, you know what I'm saying? She's 26. She got married because she listened to Daddy. She's been married since the 11th of November. She's Daddy's pumpkin. She's Daddy's baby. Daddy's
Is it a different woman you had a baby by?
Yes.
Have you ever been married, sir?
No.
Okay. You're ready for marriage though now?
Yeah, I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I think marriage is really cool.
Okay.
I think it's a great thing. If we, you know,
if you were a woman, they would say, why didn't you marry one of the two women you had kids with?
Yeah, I would have never done that. You know what I'm saying? I was.
Do y'all know, because I know how y'all are with your research, do y'all know if the first daughter, 26-year-old, is with a black woman or a white woman? I think this is important for my research purposes. Just if you know, let me know.
I was, like I said, I'm really out the street, Kendra. I'm just a guy who, I'm really a goon. I'm not none of these perpetrators or phonies. I've really seen it, done it, and been involved in it. And so the only thing that changed me was that she needed somebody to take care of her. There was no one. And so she changed my life. She did more for me than I've ever done for her. So I had to submit to the Creator and ask him, what did he want from me? He said, your life, the life that you had is not the life that I want for you. I want something else for you. And so that's what it is. And it was so important for me to tell my story because I just get so tired of besides my daughters, the masculinity, upliftment, and self-esteem of black men is so important to me. And so it's time for me to reveal myself and let myself be known, so that way I can begin to help these brothers. Because Lord, these brothers need help. I've been in your comment section too long.
Okay, well, let's get to it. Now let's get to the questions. We got Awesome 44 Taurus. He's currently a pizza maker, but also does industrial.
So y'all telling me that Kendra G didn't pay this man to come up here and act a fool? Are you all trying to tell me that Kendra didn't pay this man to come up here and act a fool? Well, he's concerned with black men masculinity, so period.
Real work. Yes. Dad to two, a 26-year-old and a 9-month-old baby that he's currently holding. What kind of woman are you looking for?
Well, I don't do industrial work. I'm industrialist. That means I create opportunities. So that's a little bit different.
Oh, you're an industrialist. Okay, you want to break it down more? What do you do as in that?
Industrialist. Well, that just means, you know what I mean? Any woman that's with me, she don't have to worry about nothing. I make sure everything is okay.
So that's the job, but it was like, what do you do for a living? So you consider
I told you. Yes, I told you. I actually make pizzas, but I'm an industrialist.
Yeah, no. You make pizza, but you're industrial. Kendra do need to ask him where he is. If he's at a prison, an industrial complex, a homeless shelter, like that needs to be a question. Because if you can provide for a woman, how come you can't provide for yourself? And I don't mean to be mean. Maybe he likes the aesthetic. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's just like his apartment or his house, and he just like that is a very specific aesthetic. Like the thing at the top, the foam roof where you can like push it up. That's like in school. You're not going to trick me. You're not going to trick me.
And so you're saying this as in your job when you say industrialist?
Yes, ma'am. How
do you get paid as an industrialist?
Say it again.
How do you get paid as an industrialist?
Well, a man has to create his own opportunities through sacrifice and be forced through hard work. So that's me. I don't subscribe to what everybody else thinks or what the internet think or what other people. I don't listen to podcasts. I don't need none of them guys to tell me about being a man.
Okay, well, let's continue. What kind of woman are you looking for, sir?
Apparently, a solid wolf isn't God's will. Y'all playing too much. Drop ceiling institution. Yeah, that's what. Look, I ain't said it, but it was said. He builds pizza, Kendra. I'm judging. He just spinning, baby. About no. Why isn't he looking for a white woman to replace his daughter's white mother? Oh, right. Becky was just trying to get a kink off. She bumped and dumped him. I don't understand fully why he thinks this is going to work, but maybe it will. Maybe it will. Let's hear him out.
Oh, that's a great question. Looking for a woman who's the opposite of me, feminine, sweet, giving, kind. She's extremely patient. She knows how to be a man's wisdom and balance, because I am a protector, a provider, a maintainer, a sustainer, a leader, a guider. That's what I do. And so I'm looking for a woman. I don't like a woman. Well, you didn't ask me what I don't like. Excuse me. I'm looking for a woman of that ilk, a woman who was. I don't have to tell her these things, A, or B. If I do have to tell her, she's interested in learning. So therefore, she's eager to learn. So I don't have a problem with that either.
You work at a pizza shop. I am sorry. I think all honest work is good work. I do. However, maybe he can provide. You know what? I don't even know where this man lives. I don't know how much this man gets paid. So I'm going to leave this man alone. But it is wild to me to be flipping burgers or actually making pizza and talking about you are a provider and leader and protector and you're looking for someone who can learn. Learn what exactly? And mind you, there are things that people can teach you, but the assumption that you're teaching someone something is that you know more than that person. Hey, Darcy, thank you for being a member for 22 months. I appreciate you so much for being here. Miss Magic, thank you also for being here for 22 months. I appreciate that. Being a provider is wild on this budget.
Okay. Now you can tell me, what are your deal breakers?
Oh, yes, great question. Bad attitude. I don't like ratchet. I don't like disrespectful. I'm not playing none of them games. I'm not none of them guys you ever talk to. Very aggressive, assertive. I don't like that. I don't like women who use a lot of swear language. I don't like women who wear a lot of who wear too much makeup. I like a little bit. I want to see you naturally. Wigs and weave. I'm not too particularly.
In fairness, without watching the rest of it, I would have said that's fair, because I think a lot of men might think they have to put money into upkeep of women. And if you work at a pizza shop, it's not likely that you are going to want to or be able to, even if you want to, like provide. Like, so you probably go on a more natural, I don't know, guys. You might be, learn what things, which bag to flush the cup to come. Which bags to flush when the cops come in the house to work. He can teach you how to make. No. The heck, 42 months, canter on. Oh, thank you.
I don't have a really too much of a problem as long as you do have some hair and you will show it. I don't mind you being able to switch it up. That's not a problem. Their kids is a no-no for me as well.
So hold on, wait, real quick.
I know you're coming back to that. Mm-hmm.
Well, two things. Some people in the comment section are saying the baby's fake. I don't want to believe you would hold a fake baby.
Okay. Well, Kendra, I think you're smarter than that. Let me ask you a question. Does your energy get to me, get phony from me? What's your energy?
Well, I just don't. I mean, there are certain. I don't want to answer that question because
Okay.
I'll answer it in the way of I would pray you would not be on my show as a grown man holding a fake baby.
Yeah, right.
Like I think that would be very. I mean, goofy is could be common at times, but that would be the goofiest thing any human could do is to hold a fake baby.
Yeah, for sure. Only reason I'm really holding her because she actually, while I was waiting on you, she normally don't go to sleep, but on my well, I don't like to promote things because I want to talk to you, but on Gizmo and the Goon, you can see her. That's my little thing with her. That's
okay. Well, let me read this one. This one said, Kendra, he lying and asked him to turn the baby alive around. He's sounding scamming. Now this isn't genuine.
Okay. I tell you what, I'm not into proving anything, but I'm going to do it just because. I'm gonna do it because I want to alleviate Kendra's ideas. But no, baby, ain't nothing phony about me. You just ain't never met a real man in your life. That's all.
I thought the baby's real, guys.
Wait, I'm terrible with this. Okay, there she go.
Yeah, the baby's real. Oh, don't wake her up.
Okay.
Don't wake her up. This one said, why is he dressed up like this late and where is he calling from? Looks like some.
Yeah, tell me why I went to this man's channel that he just said Gizmo and the Goons, and he's live. Let me look in his live chat. This feels like exploitation of the baby. I mean, I guess family vloggers do it, but it's just him and the baby in front of a wall. This ain't right. I hope he's a good dad. Oh, he's rewatching the show and like reacting to the show, but it's like, yeah, I have to show y'all this. Oh, I actually feel really bad. Like, I think he's actually really struggling, and this is his attempt at like look at this. He's live.
I want to give you a chance to talk, and you'll give me the same respect. I think you did a really good job of that in our first video.
And you said she really let her talk. She really let all type of foul stuff for money.
It's just like it's just a messy setup. Like it's just like really like broken and just downtrodden, and like I hope you get help or the help you need or something. I don't know, sir. But all right, let's get back to this because I'm gonna still watch this. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not going to stop. So let's continue. I just saw he was live, and that was just oh.
Some sort for corporate building. The setting is suspect, and he seems anxious.
What's the question? Let me see. Dress. Okay, well, first of all, I used to tell you, Kendra, that men should come on your show dress better. I told you one time about a dress code. I don't like how guys come on your show. You know what I mean? Anywhere black men with undershirts, it looks very tacky. So I've always been with black men dressing better. So that's why I came.
Okay, I'm gonna be very serious. It is weird for a man who is obviously in a homeless shelter to have so much to say about other men. Like that's weird. It is weird to be sitting up there judging, talking about masculinity, all of that. Sir, you're okay. I don't know if he's in a homeless shelter, right? This does look industrial. This looks like a homeless shelter, but I don't know that. Maybe it's a halfway house. I don't know. But it is weird to be that judgmental. He protect and provide the pizzas that he built. Well, that's a full package. We should be so lucky he's single. Real men make pizza, and babe, y'all play entirely too much. I think the baby's used to his death, sleeping through it. If it's a homeless shelter, I can understand why they prioritize people with kids. And you know how these men are like, oh, single mothers get homes. It's like, no, the person with the child usually gets prioritized for shelter. So if the dad had the child exhibit thus, they'll get home and shelter too. Not you falling for it like those desperate black no, don't say that. I'm not falling for it. I just see someone who is just like in deep psycho, like this is a problem.
Specifically dressed for Kendra, and when I was getting money like that, I always dressed like this. So that, I hope that answers your question.
Okay, fair enough.
We get the
They said
questions already.
they said the people at Sam's Club makes pizza too.
I don't understand.
Okay. Let's continue. I think my last question. Okay, so we was on your deal breakers. Oh yeah, I interrupted you. So
Yes.
you don't want a woman with kids.
Yes.
So can you just explain? I mean, you're literally holding a 9-month-old that she would have to become the mother to. Why would you not accept her child if you want her to accept yours?
Yes, great question, kids. You never had anybody to explain this correctly, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
There's an issue with me being able to create structure for a child that doesn't belong to me. I'll give you an example. When I'm disciplining my daughter, I don't have to ask anybody for anything. I don't have to go to any man. I don't have to talk to her. I can say, Pumpkin, you on punishment, and that's that. I don't have to give a why or a this. I don't like to explain myself, Kendra. And another thing, that's one of the reasons. A second reason is because I believe in structure. My daughter, I have certain plans for her. So most women don't have structure. Well, a lot of these single mothers don't have structure in their home. They don't want to hear that, but I'm going to say it. Shout out to Don and Jay, too. I like those guys you had on there. Shout out to Jay and Don. A couple guys you had from back in the day. Shout out to them brothers.
Oh, okay. I remember Don.
Yeah.
Don.
Yo, if you're doing anything besides laughing as a woman, you probably do need actual help generally. Like, if you're just not laughing, if you're hurt by this man is in a halfway / homeless / I don't know industrial building, talking about what you should be and how you should show up. When the white mother of his child dropped his child off, left him, and he's working at a pizza shop talking about he's an industrialist. If anything he says bothers you through the screen, I do think it's a problem. Ain't no structure this man can provide from a halfway house or a homeless shelter. Or maybe that's where he works. I don't know.
Don was a smooth guy. Shout out to Don.
Oh, you like Jay, the Batman?
Yeah, Jay had me rolling. Yeah, shout out to Jay. I've been supporting you for a while, Kendra, for sure.
Okay, those are two very popular guests. They're actually very different, but definitely very popular men guests on the show. Okay, so you subscribe to which one of their ideologies? I think they were different.
Well, that's a great question. I subscribe to my own. I'm just shouting them out because I respect, you know what I'm saying? I like them, and as black men, I support all black men who are standing on business, as the young folks say, which is an overused saying.
Okay, so finish explaining why no one with kids.
Yes, I believe, yes, sir, no, ma'am, please, man, I thank you. There's that, and also, and a lot of times, I don't want to correct someone else's child. There's always there can be obviously obvious problems that come with that. The woman that I'm bringing into my world, in our world, wouldn't have that issue because I set the standards. I make it possible. You know what I mean? So that I'm trying to get in this.
Outside of seeing him and the background and the aesthetics, when people talk like that, do y'all feel like, oh, I like that? Because it feels like it's someone who doesn't know how to engage in conversation. They just lecture. This man has time to think of these answers, and still it came back to women, this and that. Yeah. Because I'm just trying to figure out, when I hear something like this, whenever someone is talking like this to me, I just kind of want to exit the conversation and move on with my life. But I'm not a woman, right? So that would be, thank you, Curry Up. No skirt yet full of shade, sexism for women. Yeah. It seems like a weird thing. Single moms don't have structure in their homes, and he doesn't have a home. But you think the mom don't have a structure in their home, and so you don't got a home to structure. Let's see how he doing over there on his live. Yeah, he's still going. He's still going.
Kendra, I'm terrible with this stuff because I'm old and I hate technology. Okay. All right. So I'm sorry, Pumpkin. Let me see if I can put her down. Hold on a second.
Aw.
Hold on, Gizmo. Hold on.
I hope this is not an inappropriate question, but
Hold
some
on.
of them are asking me to ask you, is the baby's mama Caucasian?
Yes.
She is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No, it's not okay. No, it's okay. But I specifically, I prefer.
Themis, can you breathe? Your nose big, your top lip big. I feel it's obstructing your breathing. My God. You want to know what someone said the sexiest thing about me is my lips. I don't understand why you're mad at me. Why are you mad at me? Lady, Nikki, person, why are you why are you mad at me? You cannot bring your baby to work at the shelter. If he talk at you, you can't answer or shouldn't. Yeah. Just let him go. No. Don't block her. Don't block her.
I'm looking for a black woman. I specifically prefer black women. Well, I was in West Virginia. That's just what it was. But if you're asking me for my preference, you know what I'm saying. Personally, I'm a fan of beauty in women. However, if you really want to get down to the nuts and bolts of it, black women are absolutely the creme de la creme for the kid.
So let me just ask this. So you gave all the reasons why she can't have a kid. Now she will have to mother your child. Is she going to have those issues? Is she going to be able to discipline your child, or will she have an issue with the child's biological mother?
No, that's not this. She hasn't been around since my daughter been born. And like I said, she's not a bad person. I don't get on no platform and pull nobody down. I'm too real for that. That's just who she is. She is who she is. And, it's not up to me to change her. It's up to her to change. But I have to move on. So I changed. I left what I was doing.
No. I know this is something that I've always known. I've known that there are particular groups of people who do not like black features. I'm someone who is very proud of black features generally. So that would never. No. Don't block her. She gonna stick around and watch these black features black. What do you mean? She gonna watch these black features black, and she gonna be mad, or he gonna be mad. It's fine. I promise it's fine. Promise.
Where I was doing it at, and came here to Atlanta to give my daughter an opportunity that she would have had.
I forgot to ask you where you're at. You're in Atlanta.
Oh yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And so, another thing too, Kendra, I won't tell this story specifically because it's very, very personal. But I saw something in my life about mothers with children, and I saw the games that are played, and it ended very, very badly. So that would be another reason that women with children, promiscuous women. I'm looking for a woman who's going to be a very, very good influence on my daughter. A woman who knows how to smooth the dress out when she sits down. A very classical lady. I'm the goon around here. Number one goon around here. That's me.
Okay. Now, awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the age range you want to date?
Great question. I would say, because I'm looking to actually have more children, I would love to have children with my wife. I would say, if she's healthy, 36 and down. 36 and down as long as she's legal.
So you go to 23?
As long as she's legal, yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I can do that.
So 36 is the oldest though?
Probably, just depending on, the age. But like I said, I'm not going to stop a sister from shouting, if she thinks that she fits.
Why did Kendra G provide cover for him? You should have said, Kendra, and I don't know why you didn't. If we go to a state where 16 is legal, would you be okay with that? You should have. A man who says, as long as it's legal, is a pet. In my book, I won't put that accusation out there. But if you know, you know. For me, that is wild to say. If she's legal, is a disgusting, degenerate thing to say. And to pretend otherwise is actually diabolical. And for Kendra G to be providing cover by giving him an appropriate age is wild. No, ask the question you want to ask. As long as it's legal from a dusty 40-something-year-old man is actually insane. Ask the question you want to ask. He doesn't pull people down, but was just calling people tacky. He can't even remember what he said earlier. Yeah. He was dragging a bunch of people just now. I don't like that Kendra just provided cover for him, and I said it. That was providing cover. That was not asking a question. When he said, so long as it's legal, you need to now ask about how legal he thinks legal is. Like, go there. Don't, and then kick him from your channel when he does something degenerate.
It's the qualities, and maybe the creator knows something that I don't. As I always say, so be it. I'm not gonna.
And you want, because you want more children.
Yes, I would love. I don't have a son. There's so much information that I have to teach. With everything that I've learned, with everything that I know now, I'm a man who reads. I don't think you can be a man if you do not read. I believe in physical discipline. I believe in being forged through fire. I believe in going through I believe in gender roles, and that, I don't care what the world say. I don't care what the internet says. I don't care. Ain't no woman my partner. Let me say that again. Don't call me talking about you my partner. I'm not with none of that.
You work at a. Okay, how much money he makes? Kendra G generally asks how much money you make. No, she asked how much money you would like the person to make. But right now is a good question, a good time to ask how much money he makes.
I'm your man, you're my woman, and I don't care what the world does, but we're going to have a traditional relationship. That's what I'm looking for. If that's not what you want, that's okay. But words matter to me, Kendra.
Okay. So any more deal breakers?
So you're in a shelter. Anyone old enough to have a lease or rent, he's already moving. Right? Yeah, he's ready to move in. Wait, did I skip your super chat? Where? Let me go back. Let's go back to the back, back to the back, back to the back, back to the back, back to the back. Oh. She left from the hospital. He the problem. No, before the child is even one, the mother gave it to him. That's diabolical. That is diabolical. Thank you. I didn't mean to skip your super chat. Thanks for pointing it out. Anyone old enough? Yeah, it's just traditional. Is he traditionally providing pizza? He can't even provide a home. At least Orange. No. Orange Pill is a good man now. A good man. He will never catch strays again from me.
Before I go to the next question.
Deal breakers. The cigarette. I'm a big dog. Every now and then I like to hit the big cigars because you know what I mean. Just
well, your phone went out. Say it one more time, sir.
When I'm really feeling myself, I like to hit the big cigars. I'm not really much of a drinker, but when I am, it's probably premium, high end Scotch or cognac. When I got it like that, that's what that's.
Sir, you're in a homeless shelter. Like wait, is it confirmed that he's in a homeless shelter? Because y'all be having the idea of saying people in a homeless shelter when y'all don't know. Y'all don't know if this man is in a homeless shelter. Is this man in a homeless shelter? It is wild to try to flex. Like, look, you do not, poverty shaming is not a good thing. Don't do it. It's wrong. We all can fail. We all can need help. It is wild, however, in the process of building up your own life in a homeless shelter, that you are out here trying to flex on people. Well, we know why he's single. This is agreeable, violent, and delusional. Absolutely. So the Black woman has to have a home, no kids, no makeup, no weave, not over 35, no job, industrial pizza, because he provides another woman's baby. Yep. Not just another woman's baby, mind you. Not just the unmitigated gal. The sad thing is, Black women have created his mindset, calling them kings, speaking life into them, declaring them their preferences, and letting it be known that they will accept any Black man just to have one. And you want to know something I'll add? Thank you, Sin. I'll add, I actually do believe he might find someone, and that's the scary part. That is a scary part. And I'm not into shaming women. Women can make the choices that they want without being shamed. But like, whatever black woman he finds, I feel like there should be a conversation. I feel like if he does find a black woman, there should be like a very important conversation about self-esteem and self-worth. I think that just has to, I think, because he's doing this family vlogging channel, I think there should be a larger self-esteem. If he can find a black woman, there's a problem. I do think that. I do think that. I think it's a problem if he can. Thank you, Sin, and I agree. He got Pizza Planet money with millionaire standards. The math ain't mathing, and Kendra needs to vet better. She always lets us come and slide. Yes, yeah, because all the demands for a woman is wild. Like, how do you like? I don't even know how you can like conceptually think about this in terms of your own life. Even if you think men should be this way and women should be that way, and I am traditional and blah blah blah, you have to reconcile your own reality that you're in a homeless shelter. Working at a pizza shop. Working. And there is nothing wrong with building your life. There is absolutely nothing wrong with building your life. Just don't try to mess with other people's life and tell them what they need to do from a homeless shelter on a homeless shelter Wi-Fi. That is wild to me. Again, nothing wrong with being in a homeless shelter, building your life and doing what you need to do. It's not poverty shaming, but I will shame you if you think it prudent to be dragging everyone else and trying to flex on everyone else. Absolutely not. High-end Scotch from a shelter talking, and when he got it like that while telling us single moms, telling our single mom lack of discipline. Yeah, at least a single mom got a home.
Bourbon, something like that. Really particularly, I would rather my woman not indulge. I also, what's another deal breaker for me? Yeah. I met a woman one time. I liked her, Kendra. She wanted to order a well done steak. I can't take a woman serious who orders a well done steak. I'm not going to a high end steakhouse and gonna be embarrassed. I'm just not. You have to listen.
What's wrong with well done?
This is something. This is so disgusting to me. This is actually so disgusting to me. So the way she wants her steak is a problem for you. And you think that you have the right to discriminate because they don't have the taste buds you want them to have while living in a homeless shelter, working at a... To attempt to exercise classism from a homeless shelter is diabolical work. That is diabolical. You just told us you work at a pizza shop, and now you are attempting to engage in classism. You're weaponizing class, but you... Period. A man likes what a man likes. So period. You can. They said you can take the rich from the man, but you can't take the rich out of them. You can. You can take a status from the man, but you can't take the status out of the man. This is a man with status. Some woman will get with him to build a legacy with Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Yeah, playing that with too much. Street classism is wild. street. He looked like a well done. No. Well done steak took black men. Well done steak took. Well done steak put black men in a shelter. Wait, can I come up? Can who come up? If this is man, oh God, no. I mean, you can come up after part one. I don't think that's him. Is someone trolling me? Sir, you can definitely. Yo, there is someone in his comment that says, quote, because I genuinely feel you are a great man. Why would a woman say, because I genuinely feel you're, I have to show y'all this. Should I even show this? No, I don't. I'm not going to show this. Ain't nobody got time for him and his comment box.
Steak.
Yeah, it's very tacky. It shows that you don't know how a steak is supposed to be eaten. It shows that, it shows that you lack the requisite skill to be in a place. You don't order a well-done steak. People look at you like a certain word, like you don't know, you don't belong. And so I had to leave a chick because of that. She didn't listen. She wasn't even willing to try. I don't want to.
So in the beginning of this, he said he doesn't care what people think, that he doesn't try to prove anything to anyone, but he wants to perform elitism. He wants to perform high social class. He wants that performance for some reason. Even if not real, he wants to talk about that performance. So he's lying. He cares very deeply about what people think. And this is his attempt. This is not about the woman, mind you. I don't think this is sure, he's dragging women and this is disrespectful, but this is about him trying to highlight to the public that he understands etiquette in a place that he's not been. Because here's the thing, here's the truth. You are not about to tell me what I can and cannot order if I am paying for it and you have it on the menu. I don't care what you think. And whoever I'm with is going to order what they're going to order because of whatever taste buds they have. We are long past the time where you pretend like you know what you're doing and order French food that you don't know how to eat. Like we're way beyond that. Do what you want, right? But it is the performance. Like this is an attempt, from my perspective, of him to hold on to some sense of dignity by highlighting that he understands what a high-end restaurant would require, how to look good in a high-end restaurant. Him with his tie, him with his dress shirt and his vest, this is all a performance. He knows he is homeless. He understands his position, but he is fighting for dear life to prove that he knows also what he could be, right? He understands what he thinks the elites are doing, and he can perform that. He's trying to perform that. He's shaming women to perform this. He's shaming women, saying, you can't come with me, you can hang out with me here, to perform it. This is a performance. He feels downtrodden. He feels like the boot is on his neck. He feels emasculated. And this is his attempt at gaining some semblance of masculinity, dignity, care. This is it. And I don't think he knows how to do it any other way. I don't think he knows how to do it any other way. And I feel really bad for any woman who goes to him in this posture. I feel bad for any woman who does that. Oh, yeah. Can you all like the stream, please? So sis got to pay for his steak and hers, but can't decide how she eats it. Too much audacity in this one. Period. Please like the stream. I would really love that if you guys like the stream. His concern should be bed bugs I'm moving on from Alexa. Sunshine says, that's what I am saying, contradicting himself at every turn. Yeah, he is a contradiction. He is fighting for dignity. He's trying to prove, I'm pretty sure like this was all an attempt to build his platform. Thank you, Sana. I think this is all an attempt to build his platform. He is fighting for dear life to show that he has something to offer, that he knows what the elites do. There is an alarming lack of self-awareness from this man. And how can you be embarrassed by a woman's taste when you're homeless? Insanity. That is insane to me. He should be glad. Thank you, by the way. He should be glad he's getting steak. So Becky took her money and left the baby. Period. Medium rare. Period. I'm actually I do medium. That's my steak. I'm Jamaican. Ain't no rare nothing anywhere close to me. I think he's a former addict, recently clean. My great uncle had the same level of audacity, fresh from rehab and the halfway. One thing he does have is audacity. If audacity could pay the bills, y'all bill would be paid.
A woman who won't try, Kendra. I don't want to hear excuses. I need you to be willing to give it a chance and not just not.
Okay, girl, I don't want to hear excuses. Let's do it with you. I don't want to hear get a home. get a home. I don't want to hear excuses. Get a home. How is that real? Stop all this excuses. Get a home. Kevin Summer used to get dressed up, drove a leaky BMW, rented a room, and die under a working woman. Lesson unlearned. You play too much. Hurry up and eat. Eating franks and beans with a fine plastic fork and drinking juice box with the game of No, y'all play too much. I can't read this. This is insanity. The fact that there are 700 people, 730 people in here, and I only have 300 likes is diabolical. Please like this stream. And y'all love mess. Y'all love mess. Let me just say y'all love mess. I ain't mad. I love it too. Let's go.
Not get very beautiful too, but that's a dime a dozen for the kid.
Well, let me say this: you have the right to your preference, and this is your moment. Yes. I will just say, in my own life experiences, I've been around a lot of high-end people and a lot of high-end restaurants, and they will order their steak at times well done, and they're very wealthy people. So I mean, if you,
I have a question. Who is a high-end person? Who are high-end people? What is a high-end person? I don't even know how to ask the question, but high-end and people, how? I don't like that. I've been around a lot of high-end people. It's nasty work.
If you want to use that judgment in your life, okay. But there's some people who just don't want a medium well or medium rare steak.
That's great you said that, Kendra. But I want to say something else too, because I think that there's a misconception about money. Money don't make no man no man. I don't care about your money. Do you have guts? Do you have a man who has guts can be my friend any day of the week. I don't have any money right now currently. You see what I'm saying? My life is 100% changed from what it was. I don't need anyone for anything, but I'm not balling like that. So wealth to me is.
How are you gonna provide then? Quote, I don't have any money right now. At least he's honest. I love an honest king. But like, how you gonna provide with no money? Because this whole thing started by you want a submissive queen, a natural queen, a no makeup queen, a queen that listens, a queen that knows how to eat her steak at high-end restaurant. You like high-end alcohol. You love all of that, right? But like you don't have any money. Wait, what do you mean you don't got no money? Maybe you should have started off with I ain't got no money and then close off. he's 3% honest.
It's being a man who is rich in morals and being able to stand on principle and not.
Oh no, going to high-end restaurant, ordering medium rare steak, is not about morality. It's not. It absolutely isn't. Being rich in morality does nothing for the woman that you need to provide for. Because you said you're traditional. You said you would provide. You said you give structure. You said they need to learn. You said that you were a man and they needed to be a woman, and there are clear roles and they need to follow them. If you can provide financially, you don't get to make those demands. Point blank, period. There is no ifs, ands, or but. You get to the personality, the character, and all of that later, but you do not get at all. You do not get to talk about how women should do this, that, and the third, then say you're rich in character. I'm sorry, can character pay the bills? No, absolutely can't. That is absolutely insane. This is insanity. This is actual insanity. Like, this right in front of you, what you're looking at is insanity. That is it. This does not make sense. You literally can't provide. Your pockets have you in a chokehold so tight that maybe the blood isn't going up to your brain. You literally can't do what you're asking for. You cannot provide the life that you just told women to come to you for. Demas, this is the level of slackness. I love the word slackness. This is the level of slackness I cannot contend with. I received my Jamaican citizenship today. Love you like cooked food. Oh, thank you. Love you all the way back. Thank you. I'm the high-end prison. In the high-end prison. Big flex, 1.9. Yeah, know me.
A lot and not wavering. I'm not no guy who wavers for nobody. You know what I mean?
But can I just say this? Only reason we got here, right? Only got here because you said you judged the woman for ordering a well-done steak, and you said that she comes across like she doesn't belong in those environments. And I was just humbly disagreeing, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. I was just saying from my own personal world, I've been around a lot of very wealthy people and very well in restaurants, and they can order their steak well. So I just think that if that is what your conclusion is, so be it. But I don't think that's a fair conclusion to say a person doesn't belong. I mean, if they were acting quote unquote ghetto to you in that environment, that's one thing. But to say because they wanted the steak well, they don't belong.
Well, that's a great question. Well, just to piggyback that, I order for my woman, and when we go out to a restaurant,
you order for her. Okay, now we're getting there. Okay,
right. And so
I heard this part. I promise, I heard this part. But delusion is as delusional does. Delusional is as delusional does. Anyone said of like, this man just had a baby and the mother of the baby dropped the child off and left. That should tell you something. What about the woman, but also about her willingness to be like, absolutely not. That's all I got to say on that.
So when we go someplace, Kendra, what would you like? You tell me, excuse me, good evening. The lady will have X, Y, and Z. I'll have this. That's how I like to do my thing. I like for a woman to feel protected, feel safe, like a man knows what he's doing. I'm not one of these guys who.
Why would she feel protected and safe because you order her food? I mean, I guess some women like the man to order for them. I mean, maybe some will. Actually, there are some people who get decision like fatigued and anxiety. So maybe, I don't know, girl.
You know, ask a woman, you know, where does she want to go on a date? I'm taking you. Baby, we out. This is what we're doing. You'll know when we get there. Just know you with me, and I'm gonna take care of you. That's all you need to know. And so go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't mean to be long-winded. I just when it comes.
So you want to know something I like? I found chopsticks. Chopsticks. They're really good for dry lip. I think everyone should get some chopsticks, actually. She's defending her steak preferencing hard. More attention to that than the legal aid. Yes, which is wild to me. Thank you, Canteron. It's weird. Like, ain't nobody care nothing about him and that steak. It's not like y'all gonna get steak. DEI in a relationship is madness. We're in Trump's America. Ain't no more DEI. Ain't no more DEI.
When it comes to her not being able to at least try it, that to me signaled that she didn't respect my judgment. So if you don't respect my judgment now, when I'm saying something like this, could it be later on you'll begin to question me later? And I'm one of them guys who I ain't letting nothing slide, because if I let it slide now, you'll think you can do it later. And I ain't one of them. And then now you'll resent me because, like, wait a minute, you let it slide previously. And so that's madness to me. And a man must be suffering from some sort of psychosis if he allows that. I digress.
Okay, so now so it's more so, okay, so I'm just curious. We're going to stick and then we're going to move on. What was the temperature you would like her to eat?
Well, I personally, I think you should eat it at medium rare. That's just me personally.
Medium rare?
Yes, ma'am. Now that's how a steak is supposed to be eaten. If you ask the professionals, right, the people that really do this, they said now some people will accept it medium well, but the fact that she wouldn't even try it, you know what I mean? I took a woman to Egypt one time.
He doesn't even know. This is so weird. The steak thing is actually emblematic of how idiotic he. Well, ooh, that's wrong. That's wrong. I retract. The steak conversation is actually important for understanding his psychology. He doesn't even actually know why. He doesn't actually. He said if you ask the professionals, the steak professionals, he doesn't know why. He doesn't know anything about the flavor, texture. Like, he doesn't know anything about anything. He just says it. That is almost 20 years, and Ron has never ordered my food. Also, since he has ADHD, he always gets it wrong anyway. It's clear he hasn't lived in reality. Yeah.
Tallahassee, Egypt. I'm probably one of the few guys that been out of town with all the felonies I got. Been out of the country. Kendra, you're gone. What's happening? You break
Dropping all the felonies he got in the middle of this conversation after demanding so much is wild. Announcing without prompt, sua sponte, dropping out there all the felonies I got. I've been traveling. It's like, first of all, ain't nobody asked you about no felonies. Second, yeah, what are those felonies? How many? Like, what do you mean? To be there's a toxic abusive bandit who failed with Becky and now wants to use a black woman because he knows he can. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fully agree. Here, Grifter Kang, those eyes are shifty and the lips are dry.
Oh, you can't see me? I can see you.
No, it's like your screen half black. I just want to make sure.
Is the screen half black to you guys too? It's not to me. So let me.
Thank you, Reese, while they figure that out. I appreciate that. The steak convo is to let us know he around the white. No, the steak well, probably, but the steak convo is to prove himself. The problem is when they ask why, he doesn't have a reason because the professionals told him so. Yeah, he's an empty, like it's just empty. And the performance is falling apart if you pull hard enough or push.
Okay.
I'm fine. They can see me. Can you guys see me?
I mean, I can continue. I just can't see you. That's all.
Okay, I can see me fine. They can see me too.
Okay, so be it. Then you just.
It's your phone.
Okay, so be it. But okay, where was I?
You were explaining that you went to Egypt with felonies.
Yes, I'm one of the few guys, who done been all over the world because I don't listen to nobody. And that's not cap, you know what I'm saying? That's because I got a passport, right? And that's because I don't listen to other people. And when I went over there, I noticed how another young lady that I took was she was very combative, and she once again would not listen. I'm trying to learn how to swim in the Red Sea, and
sorry, it just registered. It just registered what Kendra G said. It just clicked in my head what Kendra G said. Kendra G said, he was like, where am I? He was like, oh, you were talking about how you went overseas with felonies. It just clicked. It just clicked. Why would you say that? I mean, period. But like, also why? I feel like this is bad karma that he's going through, and he's looking for a black woman to buffer it. This is a felonious, abusive, toxic, broke bandit. not a felonious, abusive, toxic, broke bandit. Thank you, Sin. This man is a former pimp who lost his butt. Slowly moving on. Slowly moving on.
I can't remember. It was something about me working out and her being upset about me going to work out and so on. Long story, the short of the long is, I allowed that because she didn't respect me anymore, and I should have been cut it off then. But I allowed something to slide that I should have never let slide. So that was a good lesson for me. I take that and I appreciate that. So now I internalize the lesson as a man should. Now I let nothing slide. I'm going to correct you on your behavior. If you cannot get in line with the kid, then you need to find you another guy who you can talk to any type of way. Or do what you want to do. So be.
Okay. All right. So before we continue with looks, that's my next question. We got a lot of paid questions.
You're gonna get a lot of them. You're gonna get a lot of them. Oh, Kendra, by the way, excuse me. I'm going to answer. I want y'all continue to super chat, Kendra. I'm going to answer every single question, Kendra. I don't want anybody feeling left out. So
well, no, I might not get. So I'm a now. One thing I'm gonna do also is control my show. So we won't read all super chats because we got my questions too. Okay.
Okay. I just want you to know that I'm open to that. You know,
you're open to it. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Here we go.
I ain't ducking no smoke.
Sorry, I'll try to not pause it so often, but he also seemed deeply lonely, like alone. And this is not empathy or care or anything like that, but he just seems very much alone, and he'll do whatever to get some attention.
The world said, if you're up here looking for love, who's at Chuck E. Cheese making the pizzas? I guess he's trying to apply you work at Chuck E. Cheese.
No, I don't work at Chuck E. Cheese, brother. But it's my man's pizza spot. I don't want to put him. I don't want to put him in a bad light for what I say.
Okay.
So I don't know what that. Man. I don't work at Chuck E. Cheese. But if I did, brother, it's still a job.
AJ is saying, my dude, you at the pizza shop and you have a newborn. You shouldn't even be ordering steak at Applebee's.
Great question, brother. I don't eat steak, and
What part of that was a question? What? Here's let me show y'all what this. My dude at a pizza shop. You shouldn't even be ordering steak at Applebee's. A homeless passport bro, mental illness. Once again, Becky's showing us what to do with these audacious men. Leave or put them out. Period. This is wild to me. This is like actually kind of insane. He only listens to prison guards.
I don't eat steak at Applebee's, and listen, man. You know what? I'm gonna say this, Kendra. You have a lot of weak black men that simp on your show. They're a lot of cowards. They were raised by single mothers. They lack intestinal fortitude and guts. And so it's easy to.
Girl, you're a felon. You're a felon. What do you mean? These men aren't simps. They're not felons. To be out here dragging men while being in a halfway house as a felon is nasty. This is nasty. To be dragging single mothers. To be dragging single mothers while you are there with your child at a halfway house that your white preference dropped off and left you. Yo, this is why people don't like when y'all super chat, because the super chat be getting people in trouble. These super chat be getting content creators in trouble. Why are they? This man crashing out. The super. The fact that the super chat has this man crashing out is wild. This man had no discipline to keep himself out of prison, but wants to control women. Apparently, girl, he said, I might not have discipline myself, but I can teach you. A coach ain't got to play. a coach ain't got to play. Top bunkang slang pizza bunk in the man.
Make these, comments and the thing, brother. I've been all around the world. I've been to France. I've been to Prague. I've been in the streets. I've been in the slums. I've been in the hole. Assault. Listen, man. There's nothing. There's very little that has happened in this world.
Listing your travel destination and including prison in the hole is diabolical. Listing your travel destination and including prison is a wild thing to do. Listing your travel destination, like the hood I can get, like, period. I've been dipping it into it in the hood. But to add the hole in the period, a flex is a flex. France, Prague, prison. It's like Puerto Rico, Paris, prison. Wait. One of them is not like the other. All right, go, period.
That I haven't seen or been a part of. And so all of it has shaped me. So I'm not going to really address a lot of guys with these, with these feminine comments, Kendra. I'm just not. A lot of these guys that really are on your show, in your chat, they're a lot of troll. They're very feminine. And I'm a very, 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 very masculine man. So I'm not really going to address them. If the ladies want to ask questions, and I'll answer their questions as well. But
okay. Oh, so now you don't want no questions?
I'm a masculine man. Period.
From men.
No, I mean, I'll answer them. It's just, like when you say, like, I have a newborn. Yes, I have a newborn, brother. And I mean, what do you mean I shouldn't order steak? I haven't had one in a while. But when I do order, I do it a certain caliber of way. And I never let the money make me, brother. I make the money.
Okay.
I haven't had steak in a while, but when I do it in a certain caliber of way. Why did you add caliber instead of way? Like you could have just said, when I order my steak, I order it my way, a certain way. Why do you have to add caliber in front of way? Why did you think the word caliber changed anything about that dusty sentence? Oh my God. Pass the person snaps to work. Wait, no. He is a high-end, high caliber. If I cannot love him, now his black is she gone. Period. A certain caliber. Wait, is the prison, is the Paris to wait, y'all. I actually stopped breathing just now. I had to stop. I stopped breathing. Maybe that lady was right about my big lips. maybe my top lip's too big, girl. The Paris to prison pipeline is diabolical work. Nah, that ain't right. That ain't right. Yo. Oh my God. I'm just gonna, yeah, let's just, I'm gonna be
Okay, let's keep it going. West Mode 40 said, since you said traditional, pizza making pays all the bills.
Do pizza making pay all the bills? That's a great question.
there is no reason. There is zero reason why the chat should be going off like that. Between this chat and that chat, those super chats, I don't know what to do with myself. Someone say, since you said traditional, pizza man can pay off the bill.
Question. Do pizza making pays all the bills? Currently no. Currently no, but I'm doing okay though. We floating.
How
I got
are you
my
paying
daughter.
all your bills if pizza making doesn't pay all the bills?
Well, I have a couple little, little things. Like I said, I told you I wouldn't get into everything, but I'm absolutely legal. In the end, I take care of my daughter, and
No, we don't feel bad for you. We don't. I can't do it right now. Then shut your up and go figure it out. Go figure it out before you start making demands about traditionalism. You can't pay all the bills. Stay single. Figure out your life. You can't be up here admitting that you're broke, useless, and can't do anything with your life. You can sit up there and talk about how broke you are, but then demanding women submit and not work and listen to you in other state. Go what? No. No. The Paris to prison. God, what is here? All right, so my heart is over here. Good. Something is tight right here. I need to go figure out what organ is over here. Is that there right? I think I popped something laughing. Something don't feel something don't feel right here.
it's just she and I, and that's what's we don't want for anything.
Okay. Stacey said you didn't see the red flag before you got her pregnant.
That's a great question, Stacey. That's a great question. In truth, yes. I was being thirsty, man. You know what I mean? I was putting my Johnson on the crap table. But I'll tell you something else, Stacey. If you really want to know the truth, this girl saved me, and I probably was on my way to the feds. In truth, and so she did more than the government ever did because she gave me something to love when I didn't have anything. And so for that, I'll always be grateful, and I love my daughter immensely, and her mother. For whatever she is or isn't, she doesn't stop me from being a father. I'm not dragged through the courts because I don't play that court game. So there's no issues there. There's nothing a woman has to worry about in that regard. There's not any of that. It's a very clean slate. So I do respect her for that. So I hope that answers your question.
Okay.
It really don't. It really don't. So you changed your life in 9 months. Period.
Before we go to the next question, you guys like this video on YouTube. We have, let me see. Right now, we got more than almost 5,000 people watching from YouTube alone. We do have a Facebook show too. Like the video. Like the video. It's free to like the video, free to subscribe. No excuses. Like the video on YouTube. Okay. Chandra said your baby mom is not a bad person. So in your past life, as you say, be honest. Were you pimping?
No, I was not pimping, and I don't want to say she was a bad person. I'll tell you this, man. I don't really like to go around passing judgment in that regard because whatever she was, I was with her, right? So I think that's a very, very feminine way to look at the world from my perspective. I'm not saying, I don't go around.
I was just going to give him credit. Why did he have to add feminine? I like the idea that because this is the mother of your child and you are no longer with them, that you don't speak negatively about them regardless. Like, that is something I can get behind. And I will still get, because he's so far behind, I will give him that. Because I'm going to ignore the fact that he said it's a very feminine way, because he just disrupted it by saying it's a very feminine way. But I do really appreciate, it is what it is. I appreciate him saying he's not going to speak poorly of the mother because they were together.
I'm trying to, throw rocks and hide my hand. I put like this. the creator knew what he was doing because he gave me her. And for the plans I had, they never materialized. And it was the way he wanted it. So I love my daughter immensely, Kendra. And I'll tell you something else. It's not my job to keep her. As much as I love her, she don't belong to me. It's my job to raise her to be an honest, virtuous young woman and then give her to a man who has been vetted and qualifies. It is not my job to keep her. That is my job. And so I take my duty and my responsibility extremely serious.
Okay. He has a white baby.
So go back to the white woman from where she came from under. Yeah. No. I'm not listening to the chat. I am not. I think that for all the bad and trash and disgusting and degenerate things he said, I am not going to just take credit away just because he's a trash, degenerate, seemingly person. I'm going to give it where it's due. And if he says, I was with the mother, and regardless of how trash the mother might be in his mind, or good or bad or godly or whatever, he decided he wasn't going to speak on her. And I can respect that. So for people telling me, "Oh my God, wait, no." Oh, you saying, wait, did he drag her? Did he go on to drag her? Wait, did he go on? Wait, are y'all telling me that in part 2 he drags her? I hate that I did that.
Baby mother, but wants a black.
Are we doing part 2 tonight? I mean, now we have to. Because I'm going to drag him if he dragged the mother of his child after he just said that.
Black woman to step up and be a mother.
I love black women. I was in West Virginia, and there's no really pretty black women in West Virginia. So, I mean, yes, her mother's white. Yes, ma'am.
The entirety of West Virginia, there weren't any pretty black women in West Virginia. I've actually been to West Virginia, mind you. So I find that's really hard to believe. But maybe my standard of beauty isn't his standard of beauty. But that don't sound like you love black women. He is on the Umar plan. Let me move in. We'll see. Maybe the judge told him not to. This is wild. But I just know black women aren't sitting around thinking, oh, he said he loved black women, therefore he loved black women. Ain't nothing this man said or done to show that he loved black women at all. He just said he couldn't find any black woman in the entirety of West Virginia, any pretty black woman. Ooh.
Okay. Brian said, I just joined and can see through bro BS. This fool's a goofy, but the women and men that come on the show, you still entertaining nonetheless.
Okay, brother. Wish you the best. Thank you for your comment.
Okay. Lord of Leon said, you can have your preferences, but childless people, men or women, generally find it challenging to be considerate for parents and date them fairly. I recommend dating a mother. He said, okay. Date a woman with kids.
Oh, that's your opinion. You entitled to it, brother. Salute.
Okay. I'm going to take a pause on their questions and go back to mine.
So let me tell you something what Super Chat, what content creators do with Super Chat. They put the one on the screen that says the thing they want to say without them saying it themselves. And no way, Kendra gonna get all them Super Chats and she gonna sit there and pick out those and not think we know that's what she wanted. Correction, the black women in West Virginia don't want to mess with him.
All right. Does the woman have to look a certain way?
Yes, that's a great question. I like pretty women, but not overly. I would say I take a 6 with an 8 body. You know what I'm saying? 6 in the face, as long as she's cute. 6 is cute, 7 is pretty. 8 is cold, 9 is she land like that. I don't do 10s. I don't believe in perfection. So that's kind of my 5 is kind of, it's a little low. Okay,
so 6 with an 8 body.
Yeah. At a minimum.
Whenever I don't do ratings, but when someone does, I ask them to rate themselves. So what do you do? What's your rating?
I would say I'm probably a 6. I would give myself a 6, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, all this.
I ain't gonna mess with that. Whatever you give yourself is what you give yourself. Are you gonna have an 8? What is an 8 body? What is an 8? Does he mean shaped like an 8? Like I don't understand. What is an 8 body?
Leadership that you want in your relationship.
Yes.
Are you going to be the 1,000, well, the 100% sole provider as well?
Yeah, I believe in providing for my woman. Absolutely.
Okay. Should you make?
So you said you were broke. You literally just said you were broke, and you were obvious. All right, girl. All right.
A certain amount of money.
No. And let me say this, Kendra. A woman doesn't have no any. It is a not only a man's duty, but it's his honor to provide for a woman who respects him. So that would.
Sir, again, a reminder that you don't have any money. A reminder that you just told us that you don't have any money, but you can provide. You literally just told us that. I mean, we could tell from.
Would be the easy part. You know what I mean? Like I'm not ever going to ask a woman to now. You know, do I have a problem with a woman being successful? No, as long as she recognizes that your money don't trump me being a man, and you think you can come in and tell me what to do. I'm not. Listen, Kendra, I'm not none of these corn. Let me just be honest. I'm my daughter sleep. I'm not none of them cornball ass niggas in your chat. You know, them niggas is hoes for real. Like my daughter sleeps, so I can probably get a little bit more realer. You know, a lot of these guys, you know, they're very soft and they act like women. And you wonder why your woman treats you like one. Bro, I've been getting it all my life. So you guys who come on and trying to make these little, you know, these feminine comments, trying to throw jabs, bro, that's it's water off a duck back. I've been there, been to the bowels of hell and looked Satan in the face. You can't tell me nothing.
Okay, awesome. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Yes, ma'am. Knew that was coming. All right. Kendra.
Well, this is a nice outfit.
Thank you, Kendra. Thank you.
Okay, we see you. And I do appreciate you dressing so well.
Oh, for sure. I appreciate you, sister. I appreciate
it. Was that a Louis Vuitton belt? Did he just pull up his vest to show us a Louis Vuitton belt? All right, now you better flex in that over shoulder. Period.
Sure, you have me on. Actually, I was trying to figure out what I was going to wear, so I was throwing something together real quick. A lot of my stuff is old because I buy everything for her. But
so my own politic requires me to acknowledge that being impoverished or not being able to provide a home doesn't mean you cannot wear certain things, right? And I'm not someone who is like always going to talk about priorities like that, but I need to put that out there. But there's something deeply concerning about this. That's all. Now that I put my political take out, let's move on.
Okay. I don't necessarily agree with everything you say, but I can respect your point of view.
I'm not looking for agreement. That's
right. I can respect your point of view on things, whether I agree or not. But yes, either way, let's continue. And then we got more paid questions, but let me try to get through the rest of mine. When was your last relationship?
About 2. What is this? I'll say about 2 years ago. Girl, about 2 years ago.
You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been a little while. It's been a while.
3 flaws you have to work on.
That's a great question. I'm not organized, so I'm hoping that a woman can come in my life and help me with organization. Like a lot of times
I think she's gonna need to help you with more than organization. You can't provide. You're at a homeless shelter and you have a daughter. I'm pretty sure. I'm to judge people from the bottom is wild. To like be at the bottom looking. I guess we do that to celebrity. I guess to him, everyday people are celebrity, and so he can judge them. Because, like, you could never be any of that, or maybe you could if you worked hard enough or lucky enough or whatever. But, like, they're your betters insofar as wealth, not better in terms of personhood. No one is better than you. No one is better than I am. We're all equal. But you see them as your better, which is wrong. And so maybe it feels like punching up for him. Maybe it feels like punching up for him. Because it is wild to be this deep in the hole, right? To have lost so much of what it means to engage in society and still feel like you have the right to critique everyone else and how they're living. Mind you, even if you had it all, there's something deeply concerning about the critique that he would be levying towards other people, even when you have it all, right? So to not have anything in terms of possession in capitalism, it's weird to do from his position. Maybe it's a psychosis. To discount count her money from a shelter. To discount her money from a shelter is wild. But I'm glad. So people without women with money stand down. Women with money stand down. This is not your calling.
Suits, you know what I mean, my shoes, Louis built bags, stuff be all over the place. And so I like a woman. I've lost things. So I would like a woman who's extremely organized, who can help me there. I would like another flaw of mine. I have this tendency. I think sometimes I block my own blessings. I've done that, Kendra. I block my own blessings at times, and that's not a good thing. A lot of times a man has to get out his own way. So that's something that I've struggled with. And also,
that's a little bit of introspection. He sent himself to prison. Good. Like, at least he knows. You know what I mean? Sometimes people are like, oh, the system locked me up. But it's like, no, I was trash. I needed to get out of my own way. That's how I'm choosing to interpret it that way.
Another thing, I need to learn how to be a bit of a better listener. I don't know everything, right? And so therein lies that I need to be a better listener as well.
Okay.
But a lot of times people are just stupid.
Say again,
a lot of times people are, not to cut you off, but a lot of people are just stupid. So they, I'm not, so it's hard for me to entertain stupidity. But if
why would you do that? No, there was a little bit of reflection happening, and then a lot of people are stupid. Girl, you are the one in a homeless.
You're saying something of substance and things of that nature, then I need to be able to take that information in.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go back to some more paid questions. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So Rita said you believe in physical discipline. Are you saying you would hit your woman? I missed that.
Physical discipline is for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, say it again. Your phone paused.
Yes, physical discipline is for me. I believe in physical discipline for me. I'm very hard on me.
Okay.
So that is no, I don't hit my. I think a lot of women, they've had trauma because they mess with guys and they jump in a man's role. The woman that I'm looking for knows her place and I know mine, so we don't even have those issues.
Okay. Danny says he needs to act his wage. He is delusional.
If this wasn't so classist and capitalistic, I would want this on a shirt. Act your wage. That is insane to say. That is insane. Act your wage is insane to say. Act your wage is insane to act your wage is an insane comment. That is an insane that is just as bad as the Paris to prison, by the way. Act your wage is insane. I don't think Kendra is stupid, but it would have been nice to see an intellectual manage this discussion better. I think so too. I do think that challenging him, well, maybe not, because he doesn't seem the type to like answer questions or engage in discourse. I don't think he's very good at like conversations, like at all. Like, I don't think he's good at conversation. He's just one of those people who will steamroll a conversation and think that he came out on top, but everyone around him just like doesn't want to talk to him.
Okay.
Keep going. Okay. Mia says, Black women are not interested, sir. We are not second to others. Stick to what you know.
Or she probably one of the ones with who kids she don't qualify. You know, brother, you know how good I look. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Hey, Kendra, let's stop the playing. Let's stop the fake humility. You know what it is. You just don't qualify, baby. That's okay. That's all right. You know, I still wish you the best, sister.
And what do you think she doesn't have to qualify?
Say it again.
What do you think she doesn't have to qualify for you?
I don't know. Maybe something I said. What I've noticed, Kendra, I'm gonna be honest. Let me just get real on here. This country is very particular, or this country is like certain black men. They like either some sucker, simp, some ball player who's gonna run, jump, step and fetch. You know, some comedian who can tell jokes, or whether he's of an alternative lifestyle. Those are the type of black men this country is very comfortable with. I've noticed this from my life experiences. This country is very uncomfortable with strong, capable black men who stand on what they say, mean what they mean, and do things their own way. So
the next question should be, are you a strong, capable black man who's been to prison and you're in a halfway house or a homeless shelter? If that is not, I don't remember what Kendra asked here, but if that's not your next question, you do need a co-host. Or I think Kendra needs a co-host for certain kinds of conversation. If that's not her next question, it just has to be your next question. Are you that capable, strong man?
I really don't have a problem with that. I've noticed that a lot at my daughters. Whenever I take my daughter places, and I've noticed a lot of that. So it has been black women who have hated a black man taking care of his child alone the most. That's facts.
The white mother the white mother threw the child in your direction, and you met at black women. The white mother decided, come get your kid, and you met at black women. Is that your final answer? I mean, I ain't gonna be mad at you. I just need to know if that's your final answer. Black women can't get your break. black women can't get your break. You literally had a child with a white woman. You're in a homeless shelter, and you found time to get online to drag black women. Why? Why you're looking for a black woman to take care of you and your child? Because the white woman said absolutely not. The white lady said, "No, ma'am, I do not eat green eggs and ham." Like, this is always, I know he's so fly, he back the white. I can't. I can't.
So, and it's funny, the same
Sorry. I was clicking. I was out here clicking and clicked off. I'm so sorry. I was clicking and I clicked off my mistake. No, the live stream. Wait, can you guys hear me? No, I can't. You have to understand that I can't laugh. The way that I laugh, I can't do it. When it's one of them really good laughs, I can't do it on screen. My bad. I almost messed it up. If this was any other program, I would have messed it all the way up.
Here they children, but yet here I am doing what you said that black men don't do. So, I like I said, I don't subscribe to none of that, Kendra. It's all phony. It's all cap. When I come through smelling like Creed, looking like I look, you know what I'm saying? 6'1". Hey, what's up, baby? What's happening? Yeah, you be ready to go. So that's why I say, Kendra, it's all cap for real. It's just the internet.
Lord of Leon said, KG, bro is trolling, sincerely wasting your time. You say you're not trolling though.
Kendra, we done been through that. I ain't going back there.
Okay, we'll keep going. Your Maya said, was he a pimp? Is this what past he's referring to? I'm confused because either it had to be the street pharmaceuticals in the streets at 43 is nuts.
Yeah, I was on the streets. I was never been a pimp. I've never been a pimp.
It was in the streets. I think you said it a couple times.
Yeah.
December Neal said, why do goons think they deserve a classy, sophisticated woman? You're a goon, so be happy with a goonetta, Mr. Felonies.
It's a great question, brother. First of all, because I'm a man and I don't ask for what I want, I take it. So that's what you don't know. And another reason is because I deem it so. I create my own reality. So when I say so be it, that's what it is. And I've never had a problem getting women ever in my life. And I won't have a problem now, Kendra. I'll come back and tell you the women that hit me up. I'll go through and vet them and see who qualifies and who doesn't. So that's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't, a lot of guys, like I said, once again, Kendra, they lack masculinity. These guys never did push up. They never boxed. They never had their bloody nose. Let me say something, Kendra. Man, this needs to be said. I'm not strong in me. I'm strong because the creator made me so. I've been broken. Let me say that again. I've been broken. I've been broken in pieces. And I built myself up with the help of God alone. And there was no one there. So no one on this internet, no one in reality. I've stood tall in more situations than you can ever count. And I've been doing it for so long. It's so natural. So
Is it so you doing it by yourself with no help, but like you're at a homeless shelter? Isn't that help? Isn't that government help? Am I like understanding or not understanding?
I don't subscribe to none of that.
I'm gonna get a few more. Hold on.
Yeah.
Why would a woman with options sign up for this? That's what Miss Blue said.
Okay, baby.
You got a response? You want to answer that one?
You want to give me a kiss or something? You like the way I look? Huh?
Well, Miss Blue's question is, why would a woman with options sign up for this?
Hey, look here, baby. I ain't never had a problem getting women. I've never had a problem in my life getting women, ever.
So then they would say this. Why did you call Kendra if you could get women so easily?
That's a great question, Kendra, because number one, I dig your platform. And I wanted to come, I've been supporting you for a while. Whether you didn't like what I said, whether you blocked me on the super chats, I'm not a troll. I got better things to do in my, I'm sorry, say it again.
I'm not sure what you said.
Okay. Well, Kendra, I have better things in my life to do than troll people. Okay. So I don't live on the internet to troll people. And that's number one. And so what I want to do is come on here and let a little bit of my story be known and see if the woman that I'm looking for is closer than I think.
Okay.
You know that don't make no sense, right? You said you can get women and you just on her show because you can get women in real life. Like, that don't make no sense. And so Kendra just moving on because period.
T said, how long were you in jail? You're a single mom, but you're bashing them. You sound controlling.
Okay, I'll do your first part first. I did about 16 years total. I've been there 3 times. And
$16 3 times prison. Isn't there like, oh, they did away with the 3 strike. They did away with the 3 strike mandatory sentence. Because, like, I mean,
and you're a single man. First of all, I don't bash anything. I'm a realist. I'm a pragmatist. So I think a lot of times I'm not a man who deals in emotions. I deal in facts and logic and mathematics. I'm not into hyperbole or conjecture. I'm not into none of that. So I deal with only what can be quantified. It's a bad bet for me. And another reason too, Kendra, since she's so bothered by my comment that I don't date single mothers, what happens is when I like the kid and she decides she wants to move on, I have no access to the child anymore. And we know that women tend to walk away. And like I said, there's a certain story that I wanted to tell, but I'm not going to tell it because it involves something very, very personal, and it was death behind it. So I won't get into that.
Don't tell it. Keep it to yourself.
I won't get into that. However, I know I'm wise. It's a bad bet for a man to take that bet. Now, if another guy wants to do it, that's up to him. I don't care what.
It's a bad bet for a man to date a woman with kids.
It's a bad bet. Kendra, you gamble?
I don't actually.
Okay, you smart. Yeah, I played a lot of blackjack. Some bets are just a bad bet, right? Now, in truth, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at gambling, but some bets are a bad bet, and that's all it is to it. Now, I don't. That's for me.
Yeah, his friend also got him a job at the pizza place that he said he wouldn't say the friend's name. Yeah. So like people are helping him, talking about he did it all on his own. First of all, ain't nothing being done on your own. You haven't done it yet. Talking about you've been to the bottom. Been to is in the past tense. You ain't you when you're still, I guess you've been like I've been to my home, even though I'm still at my home. So like when you say you've been to the bottom while you're still there, I mean I guess that's true technically. You've been there. I mean, you're still there, but you've been there. That is true. I thought he was looking for a black woman. He don't like us. He really don't. When has not liking stopped them from trying to get you anyway to labor? Empty pockets, dry lips, a long rap sheet, and no plan, but he'll still vet you. Becky knows something. Well, I guess Becky ain't know enough because 9 months ago he got her pregnant. Someone said stop calling them preferences and start calling them target. And I ain't gonna do it, but I'm gonna just move on. I'm just putting the word out there.
It's a bad bet. That's all.
I guess awesome. I do hear this at times about men not wanting to date women with children, but usually they're men without kids. So I think the reason why there's a lot of, I guess, contradiction or double standard is because you're saying it's a bad bet for you to date a woman with kids, but yeah, you also want a woman to come in to be the mother to your 9-month-old. So why would you not be a bad bet?
That's a great question, Kendra. I love how you ask great questions. You know what I'm saying? Here's the answer to that. Life is full of double standards. Life is full of double standards. I'll give you an example. There are certain things that men can do that women cannot do. I don't bring my problems to my woman. When I have to cry, when I have pain, I take my pain to the creator. I don't bring my...
When you think he's about to say something of substance, like you hear him cue it up, and you're like, okay, let me hear this argument now so I can like push back against whatever argument. But like you're expecting something like meaningful, and then there's nothing, and then you remember he said nothing this entire time. Like he said nothing this entire time. So why would you ever think that he's gonna say something of substance now? He's just unhinged. He's just an unhinged man going on. So he's a man who takes what he wants but didn't take his freedom. Maybe he didn't want freedom. Maybe he chose to go to prison. Remember, he went to Paris. He went all over the world and also to prison. Maybe going to prison was his like vacation. No, let me not do that. Let me not do that, because period, you're right, Sin, you're right. You serve 16 years instead of taking his freedom, right? I really hope Themis reviews part 2, it gets worse. So my Discord also told me this, and I don't think that is possible. Let me be clear. I don't think unless he comes on with a gun or like I don't think it's possible to get anywhere. Like I'm trying to imagine how it could get worse than this. Like wait, should I save it for tomorrow? I think maybe I should save it for tomorrow. Because if it get worse than this, like my I pulled muscles in my chest laughing. My throat is gone. Like I'm seeing. Like I don't even know what's happening now. Maybe he can't be around other people's kids. My friends are so weird and funny. Let me send pic. Someone just randomly texted me, my body is bodying. Like, where? Why would you just randomly text that?
My problems and trauma dump on my woman. She can do that to me. And she can know that she can feel safe in that space and know that I should have the answer to whatever she prescribes. You know what I mean? So there are differences. I'm not asking a woman to come in and support me financially. I would have to take on the financial response. I'm not splitting $1 of my money with another man's seed. I'm not doing it. And I don't give a blank what your comments say and think at whether or not, because here's the thing. If I buy a pair of shoes for my Kendra, Kendra, hold on one second. Hold on. Uh-oh. Kendra, you back?
Yes, we're here.
Okay. Wait, Kendra, I'm terrible with this stuff. Hold on. Can you hold on? I got your thing messed up. Okay, there you go.
I can see you. You trying to put the baby
these are
dress?
type of dresses. Thank you. These are type of dresses that I buy my daughter. These $60 dress. Like, here's the thing. If I had another, like, I'm not like, what do you think I'm about to buy that for another man's child? Like, I'm not doing that.
I think the key to this is
you won't buy a $50 dress for another man's child. You do know that's not like, okay, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's homeless and don't have any money, so $50 is a lot of money for him. Actually, that's fine. He don't have to buy anyone else's dress. Like, that's probably a lot of money for him. He can't pay rent, so.
You are going to be a sole provider. So what he's saying is, because he's spending the money, he's not asking a woman to come in and spend her money. This is why he can make the request, you have no children. I think the opposite is when women, and again, this is not, I'm just explaining whether we agree or not. This is a true component to acknowledge, because at times when women have children, they still want a provider, which means the request is the new man would be paying for their children. What he's saying is, come with no kids and you're not paying for nothing.
Yeah, once things, because here's the thing, I'm not where I want to be right now, but I'm working on something, right? I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not into telling all my business and things of that nature. But I'll tell you this: any woman,
you are not into telling all your business. What haven't you told us? What haven't you told us?
That's messing with me, she messing with a winner. That's all I'm gonna say on that. So
a winner who's been to jail 3 times and now is in a homeless shelter. I don't know how you. Yo, I want this kind of audacity. Actually, I do. I want this kind of audacity. I need.
So you don't have to worry about anything if you qualify. That is, but your job is to, because I would like for my daughter to be home. I would like for her to learn sign language and piano lessons, and these things cost private school. You know what I mean? Like, these things are serious. So I would.
He's very aspirational. He's very aspirational. I love that for him. I love that for him and his daughter. I do. I sincerely love that for him. I do want this level of delusion. I want this level. Like, I want to wake up and just walk out into the world with this level of, I'm going to call my mom and I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be like, why ain't you call me no kings? I feel like you should have told me I was a king, because I feel like I wanted this mentality. Like, imagine not doing anything at all with your life, failing at every turn, but still having this high. Like, this is actually, I want to be this delusional. I do. I want this level of audacity. I want this level of audacity. I want to walk out into the world failing, missing everything, missing every opportunity, prison, whatever, and feel like I still own and run everything. And believe that I don't ask for anything, I take what I want, even after being in prison. Finn said, why didn't you take your freedom? No, for real. If I had 1% of his audacity, I would be good. We learned last night that men hate men also care. Yeah.
Wouldn't ever.
Now, I don't want to deep dive in your business, but people will say that's a lot from a pizza salary.
Kendra, like I said, I'm not going to get into everything. Kendra, everything ain't what you.
Just say, people would say, to sit up there and say people would. Kendra. Look at Kendra G's face. Like it was people would say it's diabolical. People would say
You see, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. So did you want to paint the pizza job as an illusion?
No, I do that. That's Kendra. I haven't lied to you about anything.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna get to my last question, then I'll wrap up the last paid questions. You have a lot more. Why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Oh, Kendra, come on. Let's be honest. A woman is very. I'm a very, very rare man. I'm a
rare. I'm a very, very rare. I guess there's not a lot of men that went to prison 3 times. Is there a lot of men who went to prison 3 times and have their children from a white woman in a homeless shelter? I would venture to say probably, maybe he is rare. He rare. He probably rare for real. He real like the steak. He real like the steak he want to order for you. Girl, he real like the steak he want to order.
I'm a very rare man who has been through what I've been through, but also groomed himself. And because I've been broken, it has made me stronger. It's made me harder. And so I've been able to.
Yeah, you know how he said, I've been to the bottom? It's the same way he's saying, I've been broken. I think it's the same concept. It's the past in the present. Mommy, he ain't playing no time. It's no fun. This ignorance isn't bliss. This ignorance ain't as good as it gets. This ignorance isn't even ignorance. In fact, his ignorance has been finger pointing, crying war, and blaming.
Return and be the best version of me. So she's getting the absolute best version of a black man she could possibly get. There is no, you put me in a room with anybody.
That is disrespectful to black men. That is so disrespectful to black men. He said he is the best version of a black. Well.
Any of them guys you know, any of them guys they know, I'ma always shine. I don't care about no money. I can't be bought. I'm not for sale. I've never done anything that I'm not proud of. There's nothing that can ever be said about me that you know what I mean, that I've done that's, you know what I mean, like, so, you know, she would be lucky in that regard. She would know she's protected. She would know that she is safe. She would know that she's dealing with a man who can handle his business, who knows how to deal with circumstances, who does not bag up or fold under pressure. All of these things matter, which a lot of these.
Awesome. Oh, we got frozen. We got frozen. Awesome. Is it frozen all the way? Is it going to come back in? Let me see.
He is live, and there is slightly a part of me. There's a slight part of me. There is a slight part of me that what? No. I'm not going to be that messy. I'm not. That's not right.
It's gonna come back in, y'all.
Because like, if he did come up here, I feel like he would crash out on me, and I feel like that would make for like. He's live right now. I ain't gonna do it. Because like he's looking for clout, right? She will know that she's daddy's ticket to housing. She will. Get him out of here. He, this is his stream. This is him live. Do with. I shouldn't do this. This is him live.
Awesome.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Actually, scratch that. Scratch that. Scratch that.
Okay, awesome. I'm not sure if you got camera work. Awesome. Get the camera work together. I will say this. He is on the dating app. I just found him. His name is spelled the way he has it right there. Awesome. Oh, it's a picture of him and a baby girl. So that's him and his daughter. This is awesome. His name is AWESUM Dre on what's this awesome now? On the Kendra G Singles dating app. That's his name on the app. For the ladies that are interested, make sure you got no kids, child, and make sure you can file directions, child, and make sure you open to suggestions, child. Because if you got a baby, don't hit him up. If you don't want to try medium rare steak, do not hit his ass up, child, because that is a deal breaker. Now you can wear weed, but not really. He wants to see you in your natural state. He wants a son. So if you ain't willing to have no damn kids, don't reach out. Okay. Now those are just the bare basics. Now you can send him a DM, shoot your shots, and get his attention before you match. Or
when she suggested it, and I didn't even think of it. You know, it was my idea for the reaction part, but I didn't even think about going. This is my first live ever, y'all.
Hey, why is Kempar over there being messy talking about him is his life? Kempar,
I didn't even know I could go live. I was just making videos. I swear to God, y'all listen. I didn't even know how. It took us 24 hours to the thing set up or whatever. I was just making videos, and only thing I ever really truly cared about was giving black men game. You know what I'm saying? Young black boys, so that way they wouldn't make a lot of the mistakes that I did. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's really. So if you're mad at me about that, then I guess you're just gonna have to be mad. If I don't want a black man to take a bad bet, then you're just gonna have to be upset, because I'm not gonna stop pushing that until new data comes in, and which we both know it won't. Okay, DA VA 85. I'm a woman. Okay, and like I said, and I do appreciate anybody that came, because you didn't have to come in here. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to come in here. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to come in here, and so right, this has nothing to do with race. Of course, that's always right. Of course it doesn't. And that's I know, and you agree, and that's okay as well. Me and you just, and that's okay. Once again, I don't let women ever tell me how to think or what to see. I know exactly what this is about. You know what I'm saying? I've always, and I'm going to stand on that. Okay, until I see. Everybody knows. Y'all heard me say this once before. Everybody knows a black man has to work twice as hard to get half as much. Black men are at the socioeconomic bottom in every single category that matters. Okay, black men are the. Listen, Figgy, please. They're 15.
Another live. We'll do it on another live. Yes, we'll address it on another live. All right, cool.
Okay, yes, and but I don't want to debate, because you 1 minute you don't want to pick. We're not.
No, not with me. Not with me. You can explain, and we'll do another call in and see if anyone has a different opinion.
Okay. Here's the thing. I know this. Here's what I do know. I know that black men are about 10% of the overall population, make up 40% of the prisoner population. I know that black men are overly jailed, and they get 4 times the sentences of their white counterparts. Now you do with that numbers what you will. You know what I mean? You do with that numbers what you will. Okay. So I'm not, like I say, that's one of those things that end up being a rabbit hole. It just goes around and goes around. So I don't really want to go with that. Leatherface, black men have excuses. Here's the thing, Leatherface. I wouldn't necessarily call it an excuse if it's the truth. I'm not making an excuse. I'm just simply stating the facts. I'm not making an excuse for it. I often say you still have to rise above it. You still cannot let these things hold you back. So I don't want you to think.
You probably can't even read the chat because He probably can't read the chat because he's doing it from his phone. I don't think he knows how to do what he's doing. So whatever that woman is helping him to set up is strange. That woman is helping him do call in and set up his life and whatever. So there is a black woman over there laboring for him. Just FYI.
That I want you to make sure that I want to make that known and make sure that's baked in the cake as well. I'm not making excuses. I'm just simply calling it the way it is. Me calling a duck doesn't make the duck any less of a duck. It's still a duck. I'm just calling it what it is. That's all. But I do appreciate how we done went over. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all, we're going to figure this out. You know, she didn't really particularly wish to do this, but she did it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank her for the time. Like I said, I want to thank the people that came in. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out anybody. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all stay tapped in. Even if you don't like me, y'all like Gizmo. You know what I'm saying? You like the Giz, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Look at her YouTube.
There is some woman over the. There is the. There is some woman over that is period. All right. Well, he said what he said. He made his demands, and there are women over there willing to meet those demands. So I guess
YouTube shorts, those are really, really good. It's curfew at that place, y'all. No, it's time for me to go to bed, Dawn D. I have to get up and go to work in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's my curfew. You know what I'm saying? I like to get a little bit of rest because she gets up about maybe between 1 and 4 every all the time for a bottle. So, you know, she's gonna get up, you know what I'm saying, 100% for a bottle. You know what I mean? Between 1 and 4, you can book it. I want to thank everybody. You know what I'm saying? I really do.
Look at this black woman. Look at this black woman said. This black woman said, "Don't go on Themis and whoever." They're over there. Look, there are a group of women over there protecting him. So, period. Period. He can't say black women hate him now because black women are over there helping him. So, period. So he's a single father. Apparently, he's a single dad. So it is 10:30 at night, and I think that I should review the other one tomorrow, which would mean I go live every single day this week. I think I should review because like I've laughed to the point where like I think I hurt my voice box, my chest hurts from laughing, and like this was a lot. I won't watch at all. I will not watch the other one because I wanted to watch it tonight, and I thought we would have been done with this and be able to watch it so quickly. So I won't watch it until tomorrow. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Divine One. Can you all please hit the like button? It will be helpful. I appreciate you. 2L said, I hope y'all not here to save this man who's supposed to be a leader. I'm coming into my Discord, I think. I knew it was a bad idea to watch the first one. Yeah, no, but the first one is fun. Part 2, tomorrow night. Part 2 will be tomorrow night. And I will see you all later. Please be back here at like 8:30-ish. I will post when I'm going live and we'll do it. All right. Have a good night. Bye. I'm going into the after show because I have something on my chest that I want to get off, but I'll try to be more measured with this that I have on my chest. I expected to go into his chat and see men. And I see no man in his chat. I see no man in his chat. What I see are women, right? And I think there is like a conversation here. Not only women in his chat, but there's a woman like helping him to do the streaming thing. Right? How do I put this properly? So in the way that we talk about raising expectations and lowering expectations and making demands, anyone can make any demands when there are people willing to meet those demands. I think it is insane. I think it is insane to think that this man does not get to make his demands when women are over there meeting them demands. That's wow. This is insane. This is actually insane to me. Like, so women are over. I mean, period. You know what? I ain't no hater. I think this is leaning too. I will not hate on this man. That is wild. That is. This, by the way, is why it's hard to do like man-woman content, like the gender content thing, because like in truth, I think this is a very specific group that I'm speaking to, and I think the general public is very different from this group here. I do actually believe that. Yeah, I think the general public. I don't actually believe that. That is insane. Yes, no, I do think everything is wild and diabolical. Those are my two favorite words. I'll also period. Anyway, he privated the anyway, period. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. I was just kind of shocked to see. To be fair, it's like 20 women. Like it's like there were like 15 people in the chat. And at some point it became 20. And I'm thinking some of us went over there. So like I'm assuming I'm assuming that all 15 of them just 22 men. Yeah. All right. Shout out to the angels. Oh, have a wonderful night. There are 3 parts. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, this is an ongoing saga. Well, I'll be here tomorrow night to react to part 2. Have a good night, all. Bye. Stay safe out there. Continue to be who you are. I love and appreciate the fact that at least we connect. Because I don't know what's happening over there. It was so obviously trash that I don't know what's happening over there. So have a wonderful night. Bye. And another thing. I'm kidding. The Paris to prison pipeline is actually diabolical, and I don't think I don't know how I'm gonna stop thinking about that.